Excellent day to you all from everywhere you're listening to me from. This is Ambassador Dr. Adekunle Badmus, the global president of the Global Clusters Worldwide. It's Mind Surgery Revolution of the Global Clusters. We want to appreciate everything that happened in free. We can see it on the press. We're urging the federal government to adopt the global clusters as a tool to nation building. And today, we are on one of our major revolution. We say instead of end SARS, instead of end bad governance, let's engage in the mind surgery revolution. Let's engage in critical thinking, creative thinking, innovative thinking, thinking out of the box, developing great memory, flexibility, speed, focus. Let's call one successful person among us to share their story, to be the mind surgeon of the day. And I'm happy that we have our mind surgeon today. She's going to be introducing herself. She's someone I respected so much. She's someone of value and she carries value. And you're going to be listening to her. But before then, let's have the video, our promo for the mind surgery revolution. Host, let's have you.
Hel- Hello, good morning, everyone. I
No,
don't know if you
not you
can
yet.
hear
We're
me.
going to have the video before we have you.
Okay, sir, no
Uh,
problem.
um, yes, let's have the. We're
Imagine a
going to have
world where
the.
your mind is your greatest ally.
Let's have the video.
Okay.
Imagine a world where your mind is your greatest ally. Welcome to the Mind Surgery Revolution by the Global Clusters. This movement is all about transforming your inner world, building mental resilience, cultivating mindfulness, and overcoming the barriers within. At Global Clusters, we believe in the power of introspection and self-awareness to heal, elevate, and empower. Through emotional intelligence and cognitive growth, we can unlock our full potential and face life's challenges with clarity and strength. Think about it. Leaders today are overwhelmed by expanding expectations and digital distractions. But by prioritizing core values and focusing on what truly drives us, we can navigate this complex world with ease. The history of neurosurgery, with pioneers like Harvey Cushing, shows us the incredible advancements in understanding our brains. Similarly, the mind surgery revolution invites you to revolutionize your mindset, just as brain surgery has revolutionized treatment. Even cutting-edge brain-computer interfaces are showing us the limitless potential of the brain's plasticity. But it's not just about technology. Holistic health approaches, like those from Dr. Rangan Chatterjee, emphasize the crucial connection between mind and body. Transform your mind, and you'll transform your world. Be part of the mind surgery revolution by joining us at theglobalclusters.org. Stay tuned for updates, events, and tools to elevate your mental resilience and well-being. Every meeting matters. Don't miss your chance to grow with us.
Every meeting matters. Don't miss your chance to go with us. It's the mind surgery revolution of the global clusters. Every meeting matters. We grow every day. So every meeting matters to
Matters.
us. And don't miss your chance to grow with us. I'm really, really super excited. Do we have the 001 Mind Surgery Revolution in? If it's in, so that I can give us an intro. But if it's not in, I've given the intro. We meet every morning to learn from each other's stories. You understand? The story you're about to hear today, I know it's not just going to help those that are listening on the StreamYard right now, on the live podcast right now. It's going to help even children yet unborn because it will be referred to that I listen to this madam and, Madam Grace Siri. This the story of Madame Grace has motivated me, has stirred up something in me, and that is what we do. If the 001 is not available, so let's have our guest speaker. Let's dive into it. Let's put our guest speaker in the spotlight right now, and she's going to be introducing herself to us, and she's going to be telling us about her background, how she was able to like navigate the road, and to show every other youth that it is possible for you to start from nothing and you can become something. Over to you, ma. Let's have Madam Grace
Good morning,
come and talk to us.
everyone. Good morning, my honorable president of the Global Cluster, Ambassador Adekunle Badmos. I
Excellent morning.
appreciate you so much. I respect you. I bless the day that I, came to know you, and I bless God for your life. Good morning, all
Thank you,
my
ma'am.
fellow clusterians. I hope we slept well. This is the first day of the week, and it will not be the last day for us by the grace of God. First and foremost, you will excuse me. My I don't speak big grammar, and there's a reason behind that. I'm a multilingual.
You can speak
I
Yoruba. You can
lived
mix it.
in, oh, I can miss it. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, you
I've
can
lived
speak
in
Yoruba. You can speak
various
even your
countries.
language. Just interpret it for us a little bit.
I've lived
You
in
can even
various
speak Pidgin.
countries. Sir, I can I can speak
You can
Igbo
even
if I
speak
want.
Pidgin. Yes. Yes, yes, yes,
I've,
yes.
I've had the opportunity to live in various countries whereby I had to forget the word English for more than 20 years of my life. So a a kind of I wouldn't say retract me, but I learned a lot, from
Hmm,
it.
hmm,
Um, so let me start from my background, my very, very, the roots where I came from.
mhm,
My my father, my dad, may bless, bless his memory, may his soul continue to rest in peace. He died in 2006, and he was a good salesman tí Yorùbá ń pè
hmm,
ní àwọn oníṣòwò.
hmm.
He didn't go to school, but his brain, he can count money. Trust me. You know, he deals with people that goes to school, but you cannot cheat him. He knows the amount of money in Yoruba when he's counting it. You know, so he's a very hardworking man, a prominent man. His background, for you to understand me, where I'm coming from, I can't talk about myself without talking about my father a little bit, just a little bit. And the reason was because it was his journey together with my mother, um, built me, made me who I am today, because of the the experience that I saw them that they went through when I was growing up. My mom and dad, they worked together a lot. They were very, very, they are entrepreneur. Let me just put it in their own way, even though they never went to school. My dad was what they call the alagbede. That was his first journey in life. He made it well. He made it well. He was very, very rich. Ego Smith. He was very, very rich at the time. And I was we he grew up in um in Ofa. We are not from Ofa, actually. We are from Ilorin, I mean, Kwara State. My mom is from Ifelodun, and my dad is came from Irepo Odun local government in Kwara State. So they made, I can't remember how they made their journey to Ofa, but he was a very prominent man at the time. Now, he now decided to move to Lagos, and we moved to Lagos. I was a very very little girl by the time. When we got to Lagos, he wasn't or couldn't practice his goldsmith anymore. So he started a transportation business. So he had cars. I mean, he has vans, and he had tippers taking. I mean, vans going from interstate to interstate. I could still remember. I was a little girl then. The drivers normally come to deliver at the end of the day and everything. But he made one mistake. My senior brother, he took all the business and gave it to my senior brother to control, his firstborn. And my senior brother unfortunately ruined him completely, completely, completely. All the cars he wasn't delivering, and he became, I don't know the word to use, we became very, very poor. When I say poor, we couldn't even afford 3 square meal. My mother will have to give us her food, the one that she was supposed to eat. She would say, I could remember she would say, "Oh, I'm fasting." So it went on. They went from one business to the other. It wasn't like before anymore. He couldn't meet up. They couldn't catch up. And to cut a long story short, we had to move, sell where we were. My parents had to sell where we were. We moved to a room and parlor. Eventually, we couldn't afford the room and parlor anymore. We moved to one bed, face me and slap you. They call it now. I don't know. And it was so bad. Meanwhile, I was growing up and I was seeing all these things. I could remember, I always dream of when my dad's car van, one of the van will come from interstate, going from Ilorin, Ibadan to Lagos, and they will bring. I could still they will bring home, this snake. I could still remember the taste of snake even till today, because I remember that every week that's what we ate in my home back then. And when things started, I mean, when things were, got bad, really bad, I still dream of those days. And I always ask my mom, when are we going to start eating snake again? You understand? And my mom will hide her face. I didn't understand what she was doing then, but now I understood that she was crying. Anyway, they struggle through life. They struggle through life. Fortunately, I now happen to get an opportunity to travel out in 1990. I could remember March, April 1990. That was 35 years ago. I was just in my 20 then. I don't think I wasn't even 21 yet. Uh, I just celebrated my 20th birthday not long later. I think the August the year before. So I came to Europe. How I got to Europe is a very long story. I'm not going to bore you with that. I got here. I know the background. I know what I left back home. I know how I left home. So I worked very, very hard. I was a very young girl, and I promised myself that I'm going to, help my parents. I'm going to bring them back to 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 life, to enjoyment. And I promised them that I would never fail them, and I never did. But unfortunately, as life will have it, I never knew that there's something called paper in Europe. So it took me a while before I was able to get a stay. And even when I did, it was a temporary stay. I had to um, we have to package it in a way that looks as if to say I'm a student from Nigeria. I came to study here. So they gave me a temporary paper. They said, we should see. But the person that brought me here after 1 year decided, because she has the power and she was the one that helped me with the paper, she decided that she's going to repatriate me to Nigeria, which she did. So I went back to Nigeria in 1991. I was crying. But fortunately for me, that paper, she hasn't withdrawn it. She didn't remember to withdraw it. So my dad put together all the resources that he had at the time and sent me back. I was in Belgium, sorry. I wasn't even in UK. I was in Belgium. So he bought me another ticket, but he bought me. Meanwhile, things have started moving slowly for him. So he bought a land, and he wanted to start developing that land when I was sent back to Nigeria. So I was in Nigeria for about 2 3 weeks. My paper was going to expire. So I had to come back, because if it expires, I will not be able to enter Europe, Belgium anymore. So the money that he was supposed to use to start his foundation, he gave it to me. And at the time, you have to buy two-way tickets. So if you didn't use the second one, you need to return it within 1 month. So that was what I did. I came back, I returned the ticket, and then he was able to claim back the return money. Okay, things started going. I started doing some odd jobs. I started fighting for my papers. And back then in Belgium, if you don't have a stay, oh my God, if the police catch you now, they will they will put you in jail for 28 days, not because you stole anything, not because you did anything bad, but because you just do not have paper. All those small small European countries, they are police countries. So I didn't have I eventually lose the paper, my status to stay in the country. Whenever I call home back then, we don't have the luxury of GSM, so your parents will have to go to somewhere to call to take your call. You will book another appointment. You will tell them to come and take your calls. So that was how it was going. So I was crying whenever I speak to my dad, my mom, I'll be crying. So and I didn't know better at the time that I wasn't supposed to be putting all my burden on them. But I thought I was a child. I was 21 year old at the time now. So anyway, haven't um I haven't gone through all that. Um, Fortunately, now I fought for my papers. I didn't get it. I did not get it at all in Belgium. Every there's I didn't I did I took every step to get my papers back, but it was gone. They refused me completely. Okay, it got to, so this time I was just moving from one place or the other. Now now I had a boyfriend. This boyfriend maltreated me because he knows that I don't have anybody. He maltreated me so badly, and I became homeless. I didn't have any money. Before that time, all the jobs that I was doing, I was sending money home, buying cars, sending it to my parents to sell it so that they can use the money to do something. So I can buy, I buy at least a car every month or every other month. Once I get my my wages, I put it towards buying a car from Belgium, sending it to Nigeria. They will sell it, they will clear it. You know, my parents were proud of me, but I didn't have my papers. And things started getting really, really tough for me. Most of the places that I was working, it was for one reason or the other, I couldn't work there anymore. I wasn't making the money that I used to make. So okay, the reason why I mentioned this boyfriend, there's a reason for that. He now, where I was living, I had to leave. They threw me out. And the reason why they threw me out was because at the time you pay for the room, but I didn't know that you don't bath, you don't shower every day. Me, I just came from Nigeria, and in Nigeria we shower every day. So I didn't know that I'm not supposed to shower. So because I shower every day, they threw me out. And they didn't tell me. It was eventually later that I realized that, oh, it's because I use their water every day, their gas, to shower. Sometimes I will come back in the evening, I will shower. This was the reason why they threw me out. So I cried to my boyfriend and said, they threw me out. And because, so he started to maltreat me. And because he didn't want to house me, so he sent me to a friend of his who is a lady, a white woman. She has horse stable. So I started cleaning her horse table in exchange for my rent. But he didn't tell her that we are no more together. So when she when I go out after I clean this horse table, I clean the horse table about all the horse tables, all our tables about 3-4 times a week. So when I go out, sometimes I don't even have money to buy perfume. So I will be smelling of horse table. That was how bad my situation was at the time. I couldn't even afford a perfume or a makeup. I look haggard. I was stressed. I was devastated. Anytime I have opportunity to speak to my parents, eventually my dad said, "Can you please come home? I don't like the way I'm hearing your voice all the time. Come home. We are not hungry. We may not have, but we are not hungry." But I didn't want to come home because if I come home, what am I going to start doing? I didn't want to give up. I'm not the type that give up. So I stayed. During this period, I now met somebody else. But this person too, and the reason why I mentioned this is for you to understand where my accommodation issue, how I had accommodation issue. So because I have somebody else, this lady, Kathy, I still remember her name vividly. Because I have somebody else and she knew that I had somebody else and she thought that I was cheating on my his friend, her friend. She threw me out. She told me to leave. So I didn't have anywhere to go. I took my things and I was taking metro, the underground around because I didn't know where to sleep. So fortunately, so I just went to this guy. I said, I don't have anywhere to sleep. And I know that he doesn't have his own place too. He said, I don't have my place, but if you can come and manage there, here, we can all stay here together. Guess where he was staying? Even though I haven't been there before, when I got there, there were 7 men And one lady, that lady, she only come weekend. And I was sleeping on the mattress or floor. If I didn't come back on time, you will sleep on the floor. If you come back on time, you will sleep on the you will be among the people that will get mattress. So I was sleeping in one room with about 7 guys. During the week, I was the only woman. During the day, weekend, we were two. Bisola was her name. I was managing life like that. So I started getting things to do because now I have roof over my head. I started working in a restaurant, cleaning people's homes, and eventually things started getting good for me. But unfortunately, because I was always complaining to my parents, I was always crying whenever I stumble into any issue. I always tell them because they are the only one that I know that I have, and I didn't have any relative, any siblings, nobody in Europe, nobody in Belgium. So I didn't have anybody, any confidant. Unfortunately, they repatriated the guy that brought me to that house. They caught him. Police caught him. They beat him. Back then, if they catch you, you don't have paper, they will beat you, especially if you're a man. They will beat the hell out of you, and they will still put you in jail for 28 days for not having paper. And then when you're coming out, they will give you 5 days to leave the country. If on the sixth day they catch you again, you will go back. So when they caught him, he said he can't face that type of a situation, so he wants to go back. So he went back. So I thought, oh, these people, they're going to send me away. But they didn't send me away. They said I can stay. Why not? So we stayed there. Now we hear from each other. Everybody is doing well anyway. They were very nice to me. They were very, very good to me. And they introduced me into the business that they were doing at the time, which is buying and selling cars. We call it mansion back then in Belgium. So I became a mansion. People come from Nigeria, they buy cars. I go, I don't even know how to drive at the time. So I go, I collaborate with somebody, we go, we buy cars, we sell it for them. We make stupid money. Stupid money. But eventually, because I didn't have a car, I moved out of the place. I got my own place. Life was good, but I still didn't have a car. I still didn't have paper, which is a very, very big problem back then. Even here now too, it is different problem, but back then it's a big problem. Anyway, I carried on. I was living my life. I was fortunate to settle down early in life around 2023. I got married. But because I didn't have paper, I can't even start a family. Because if you don't have a papa back then, you cannot just start a family. So we didn't start a family until 2026, 27, when I had my daughter. I still don't, and I couldn't have that baby in Belgium. So somebody have to help me. I traveled to Holland. So that was my journey. That was the reason why I went to Holland. So I went to Holland. I declared Aduro. For the sake of people who don't know what an Aduro is in Nigeria, that's a refugee. I declared that I was a refugee. I looked very tiny at the time, really tiny. Even with my pregnancy, I was 9 months, almost 9 months pregnant. I was very heavy, and I had to lie to them that this is that and that is this, and they gave me the papers. Fortunately, now that is where another phase of my life started. So eventually, I had my come again. What year did you say? This was in 1997. 1997. A paper. A paper means status. Yeah, that's what a paper means. You know. So when you say a paper in Europe, it means that you have the right to stay. So sorry if you didn't understand what I mean by papers. To stay, I didn't have my stay, you know. So it's a common language that we use here. You don't have a paper, to stay. That is to say, you don't have your right to stay. So I didn't have my right to stay. But in 1997, I got my right to stay in Holland. I and life started. I started, uh, I started the second phase of my life then. And as soon as I had my second child, I moved I moved away from the city because I didn't like the life of a city. And I started working a job. Meanwhile, don't forget, during this period, I had to start learning language. I was from a French country, and then I went to a Dutch, a Dutch area of Belgium, to a French-speaking area of Belgium to a Dutch area of Belgium, and then I now moved to Holland where they actually speak Dutch. So I put myself into school and I was learning the language like my life depends on it, because that is the only way that I can be able to integrate with you know, the country. That was the only way that I can enjoy the country. So I put myself into language school. I was learning the language so badly. Because I like to belong to other people. I like the fact that I can, in the country, I can speak the language. So I spoke the language very well. And I went to school with it. After I was able to speak the language and communicate, you know, enough, and read and write. So I studied catering because I love anything practical. So I studied catering. But when I was studying catering, I wasn't really I didn't feel like I was there where I really wanted to be. I sent that along with it. Okay. Okay, thank you very much, Fares. No problem. So I was studying the catering, but I was still thinking, what am I going to? Because if I do catering, I'm still going to work. I may need to work for somebody, and I'm not the type. From all my journey in life, I realized that I don't want to work for anybody. I want to be my own boss. I want to call my own shot. I've worked for people. I've done all sorts of jobs. I did not want to end up working for any human being. I want to do things for myself. So an opportunity to become a driving instructor came up. When that opportunity came up, it came up on a paper. Oh, do you want to be a driving instructor? Why don't you come through us? I first saw it one week. I looked at it. I said, driving instructor. Do you know the type of stress I gave my own driving instructor? You think I want somebody to come and give me the same thing? No, I don't want to be a driving instructor. The next week, the same paper came out. The first thing my eyes caught was the same thing. I said, It went like that for about 3, 4 weeks. Then I decided to call them. Anyway, lo and behold, I went into it and I became a driving instructor. I started earning a and by this time, this was 2010, I was planning to move from Belgium to UK. So I came to UK and I started my driving instruction business. I was earning a very good money. And I've been doing it. I'm still doing it full time. I was doing it full time. I don't do it full time anymore, but I was still doing it, but I wasn't satisfied. I still want to do something else. I want to do something. I want to make money while I'm sleeping. I don't want to, I don't want to go out. I don't want to wait until I go and exchange my time with money. So I wasn't still there. I felt like, no, there's still something in me. I still love I still do my driving instructor work. I still do it up till now, but I do it part time. I turn it into part time. I started a recruitment business. I started recruiting people for companies. I did that for a while. Um, but then I didn't really enjoy it like I wanted to. So an opportunity to be an estate agent fell on my lap in 2014, and I grabbed it. But don't this time I have already become like when I g- when one of the reasons why I came here was because I've already become a lone parent, a single parent of two children. So I came here to restart my life again. And because I was always leaving my children at home all the time, I don't want that. I don't want them to raise themselves. So I wanted that flexibility. So I took this real estate and I started working on it. For some personal reason, I left it again and I came back in 2022. And the sky has been my starting point. I was able to build myself up. I we call myself an entrepreneur today because I didn't just only have the the estate agent. I'm also a travel advisor. Um, I also help people with I supply um, I help people I supply electricity. I work with um, electricity or a gas supplier. So I help people if they want to, so if they are meant to subscribe for their electricity and gas bills. I put my hands in all sorts of pots whereby if there's a downside in one area, I'm still making a living in another one. You know, I that was how I you know I scale my I how can so I don't even know the word in Yoruba, but I put my hands in all sorts of pots that even if I'm going through any challenge in any of the businesses, I have another one that will be bringing in or a cash flow for me. If and yeah, I
Ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì
don't
làwọn
know
eléyìí
if
ni.
I don't
Ẹ́
I don't know if
ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì làwọn eléyìí ni.
if I
Ṣèbí mo ní
inspire
mo fẹ́ wá fún wọn.
anyone, but don't give up.
Mo sọ fún yín níjọ́ o. Ẹ́
Um, there's a background noise from
ẹ mọ̀ wọ́n á máa lọ sí ìjà yìí.
Mr. Lawal.
Tí mo sọ fún yín pé mo pe táyé náà ó ní tóun bá dé bíbá fún un. Sọrí.
Host,
You
sorry,
know,
ma, go on now. Host,
no,
kindly go on
don't.
my phone.
The only thing that I would say to anybody listening to me right now is don't give up. The road is not never smooth. The road to success, if it is smooth, everybody will be doing it. Never give up. If it looks in, if it sometimes you will stumble into a very, very hard rock. But you know what? God is there and He will always see you through. We go through a lot of challenges. Even now, I still go through challenges. Everybody goes through challenges. Even in my businesses, everybody goes through challenges. But be honest. The only thing that you can never buy with your money is your omoluabi. You cannot buy that with money. No matter how rich or how famous you are, Anini is also famous. You understand? So anybody can be famous, but how do you want to be famous? Yoruba man saw and our president as well, the global closer president always say, "Atelewe ni kò kí ń tọ́ni jẹ." Whatever you build
Mm,
with your hand and with your name, build it with integrity.
mm,
Chase integrity. Money will follow.
mm,
Chase name, good name for yourself. Wherever you are, know the child or the daughter or the son of who you are. I bless my parents because right now I can survive in any situation because I saw how they survive. I saw what they how my mom collaborated with my dad and they built something. I mean, my dad still when I got here, I was sending money to them. They still finished his house. He died in his own house. We buried him in his own house. You understand? Who ever knew that somebody who has already, ended up in one. In fact, it's not only even one face me and face you. We lived in the shop after a while. You understand? All of us, we were staying in the how they build shop back then in Nigeria. Later, they said gota agbabe of wowaju shop yẹn. You understand? We started sleeping inside the back of the shop. That was how bad it was. And I even me myself, I will not lie and say I slept on the street for one day, but twice I almost ended up on the street. But it was God that helped me and say I will, because I'm a woman. They could have raped me, anything could have happened. You understand? But God saw me through, and God has been seeing me through. Tó bá kù díẹ̀ kọ́mọ Ọlọ́run jìn sí kòtò, mọ̀nàmọ́ná máa tàn. And God has been there for me.
Then,
Once
then.
when I realize that I'm almost, hitting a storm block, something always happen. And you have to trust your God, and you have to trust your God and pray that, pray. Don't give up. It's easy to give up. I almost did. And it's easy for me to say don't give up. But it's also easy for me to say don't give up because I've been there. You understand? So I don't know who will be listening to me to this one day. Life, what is one thing is constant. One thing that is constant in life is change and death. We will get there by the grace of God. That is all that
Amazing.
I have to say.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. 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 You know, when you were talking, there is this thing that happened to one, like, man. So most of
Yeah.
the time, tó bá tún kó bàbá ẹnìkan, tó bá rí bóyá ó kó bàbá tiẹ̀ ló tóbi, tó bá tún dé kó bàbá ẹlòmíì wà, tó mọ̀ pé àwọn míì gan-an,
Yeah.
so that's so it be. So what are we saying here? This is mind surgery for us. It's to let us understand that no retreat, no surrender. The story tells us that tough time never lasts, but tough people do. Look at her today. You understand? She got her own PhD in survivor at age 20, 20 something. You understand?
Yeah.
A lot of us, we give back to children now. We say, "Nkan tójú mi rí, mi fẹ́ kójú ẹ rí." But
Yeah.
because it was like luck and mercy and favor, la fi survive. Some
Definitely.
people will not survive that thing. They could not survive. Some of our mates we know that could not survive. They died. Oh.
Ah,
Some of them
sir.
died. Yes,
Sir,
sir.
let me even tell you, a lot of my friend and God Almighty today that I serve is my witness. A lot of my
Mm-hmm.
friend ended up in prostitution. That was, and
Garcia.
I can't blame them. Oh, I can't blame them because if I tell you that it did not cross my mind, it is a lie.
Mm-hmm.
It
Mm-hmm.
did
Mm-hmm.
cross my mind. And I wrote my parents and told them, and my dad said, come home. Don't sell yourself. Come home.
Hmm. Hmm.
And I said, no, no, I will survive it.
Very thin line
And God
between
saw me
becoming
through.
a very bad person and
Yeah.
becoming a good person. Because when life eats you so hard, you see some people, and that
Yeah.
is why I was talking to one law enforcement, one of the security enforcement agents yesterday, senior person, and we were talking, and I said, if we did not create an enabling environment, we cannot stop crime. We must create an enabling environment. create an enabling environment. We must
Mhm.
educate people. We must talk
Mhm.
to people. We must
Mhm.
share our stories. We must
Mhm.
let them know that it is possible for them, even what they are going through now.
Mhm.
I don't know who
Mhm.
this is ministering to.
Yeah.
I don't know who this is. If it's entering you, please know that that tough time that you're facing right now will not last forever. It will come to pass. That is
Yeah.
what we're saying.
It
You
will.
understand? She's not in that level anymore. But at
Mm.
that time, it will look as if the whole world is collapsing on you. And let's have people give their submission, and so that we can all learn from their submission. So let's have the 001 review. Cluster Oluwaseun Odushagun. What's your take on this, on today's My Surgery?
Yeah, thank you so very much, sir. The global press really appreciate you. Thanks for all you do. And I greet everyone on the call.
1 minute,
Those
please. When you come into the spotlight, kindly mute yourself. If you want to speak, mute yourself. If you're watching online, drop your submission. Write up your submission. We will read it and we will learn from your submission. But if you're coming to the spotlight, kindly mute yourself so that you don't interrupt um, the program. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, the president. I greet everyone. And thank you, ma.
No,
For me,
thank
great Ibrahim, ma. We really appreciate what you have become, being a good role model and a real model for us. Because if everything you are talking about is your story and you are so bold and proud to talk about it, yes,
you.
there are some people that couldn't come here to say this because they gave in to that pressure. And I took note of some things about what has been shared. Thank you for everything. As youth of these days, that is why we're having the mind surgery. The ambassador will always tell us that everything is about the mind. Most of the youth today they thought that what they need is money. No, look at what you just mentioned now. You talk about a youth. I believe that your eldest brother that you mentioned, he was a youth then, and he had the
Mhm.
opportunity to have abundance of riches.
Yeah.
But with the poor mindset, you see, everything goes down. That's why we
Mm.
have this. You understand? The mind is very, when you have a mind that is rich, with a
Mm.
little, that mind can create something beautiful and abundance. But when you have a mind that is poor, if you give the mind everything, this is a practical example of what we are talking about. And that's why we are calling everybody every day in the morning like this to kickstart our week with a
Yeah.
mind that's real, that you can do it. You don't need everything. You don't have everything. And your
Mhm.
story is about an average story of every Nigerian. So you can actually say, oh, it was my brother that caused this for me. That's why I'm doing this. And nobody will actually want to judge you because you mentioned it. There are some that were in your situation and they had to go the other way. You understand?
Mm.
But we are not judging anyone, but it's about
Mm.
your own
No.
self. You just said
Mm.
it's about your own, it's about your own choice. There are some times that you want to give up, there are sometimes you want to give in. And I
Mm.
love what you just did with your life. I'm happy that I am used, I'm privileged to be here to hear from you. This has been what we do here every time for the past 1 year on the global clusters, and we are happy that your story also related with those of the successful people that we have been hearing, and we can see now practically that you can actually make it challenges for everyone. The
Mm.
world is made for challenges, even if you are a Christian, a
Yeah.
Muslim. We just quite said that this world, you are not here. I'm not promising you everything will be smooth, but share up that I've obtained the world instead.
Yes.
So everything in life, we should. When I wake up in the morning, I will just wake up and say to the world, what next today? What are we facing today? What are we dealing with today? Instead, I shouldn't just be down and just be complaining about the government, complaining about this. When I'm
Mm.
complaining, I'm not down. But look at your tenacity. Look at everything that the world threw at you. You had a lot of lemons, but you have very juicy lemonade with you, and you have a very good life, and we are enjoying your story. Thank you. We hope to hear from you always and continue to be a mentor to us. Thank you so very much. We appreciate all you
Thank
have become. Thank you, man. Thank you.
thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. You know.
Yeah, Mr. Fares, please go on, please.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Odushagun. Thank you. And I want to quickly appreciate our global
Um,
president in the person of
yeah,
Dr. Ambassador Adekunle Badmos and our
yeah.
global first lady in absentia. We appreciate you, ma. Thank you for all you do. Thank you, our
Mhm.
spokesperson, Madam Grace Ibrahimov. Thank you for sharing your story with us, ma'am. Really
Thank you.
appreciate. I'll just speak some things, then I'll share a little about mind surgery with about 7 men. Honestly, you have grace, ma. God kept you.
Yeah.
If they had raped you, I mean, really, I mean, the story would have been
Yeah.
something entirely different today. But thank God, God kept you. God saw you
Yeah.
through.
Yeah.
You mentioned the fact that you cleaned homes to sustain, and this is
Yeah.
what the youth, they need to hear this. People want fast money. People don't want to. They don't want to struggle. Like they don't want to. They just want everything. Let everything just come. Let them. They want to have everything at their beck and call with ease.
Mm,
No, don't they want to do anything? Just want to have use iPhones. They don't want to use. You know. Thank you very much, ma. Because you didn't give up. You never give up.
no.
Your story teaches resilience, patience, focus, and
No.
a whole lot of other things.
Thank
Um,
you.
and the part that you said in Belgium, if you that's a serious matter. 28 days they're going to
Mm,
lock you up if you don't have your
mm,
papers. Wow,
mm,
that's a serious thing.
yeah.
But thank God you were not caught. Thank
No.
God he saw you through. I just believe that everyone that have listened or that will be listening will really be able to get inspired and have a change of mind, have a very positive mind. And that's what we do here. And that's why we are calling out to the world, calling out to youngsters, calling out to everyone. Come and listen, come and learn. This is mind surgery. Your mind has to, you have to work on your mind.
Yeah.
Like Mr. Odushagun said, if you have a poor mindset or your mind is not well
Mm,
set, if you are given 100 million, you will squander it.
yeah.
You will come back to zero point
Mm,
0.0. Yes. So it is not about how much you have, but if you have a rich mind, then you can become very rich. The new frontier in transforming thought and reasoning. The world is witnessing a silent crisis, not for physical illness, but of poor reasoning, shallow thinking, and emotional imbalance. So this is the problem we're trying to clear out. Um, and our ambassador has really been helping us. He has been pushing, giving us positive vibes. He has been leading well, and he's also giving us. He has given us the room, to also teach people, to bring people to the right, take them through the right path or right channel. Thank you very much. That's all I have to say for now. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, our spokesperson. Bye bye.
Master Genie, please go on, sir. Master Genie. Thank you, sir.
Let's have the next person submission.
Master Genie, you can unmute, sir. Master Genie. Okay. Mr.
Okay,
Mr. Adebayo, sir, you can unmute,
if
sir.
Masajini is
And
not there, let's have my PA speak. Let's have my PA speak. Titula. Okay,
I'm here, sir.
okay. Go ahead.
go on, sir.
Go ahead.
Thank you very much for the great opportunity once again. I greet you, sir. Excellent morning, excellent afternoon, excellent evening to everyone. Um, Thank you, our spokesperson of today, Madam Grace. I can resonate with your story a lot. And one thing I want everybody that has listened and that will listen in future is to, number one, never give up, and don't forget the son or daughter or the child of whom
Yeah.
you are. Because
Yeah.
there was a lot of chances for you to have forgotten about your parents and where you came from based on what you are going through. But still, you said your confidant were still your parents. Like Closen Faret just said, the youth of today need to come and hear this because their parents don't know how to do anything. They believe they know everything. because they all know how to operate the computer, or they are constant with the update. But that is not life. In Yoruba, wọ́n máa ní ọmọdé lè láṣọ gbé bí àgbà, but kò lè
Mm-hmm.
lákìísà bí àgbà. Thank you so much for taking your time out today. I know that story, if we want to hear it all, I'm sure we will make a whole movie out of it. You know, Yes, thank you
Yeah.
so much for what you have shared with us, that we are not alone in this journey.
No.
Success is a journey, and you have to have the mind prepared for it. Like
Yeah.
our global president always say, the mind is like a land on its own. So it depends on what you plant on it, that it will manifest. So you have projected success in your mind, and you have had it in your mind that this is what you want to be, and this is who you don't want to be. Some people don't even know what they want to be. Everybody is rushing, driving in a haste to go, and you just stop
Mm-hmm.
them now. And ask them that, why are you so in a hurry? They don't even know themselves. In what you have shared today, I have even seen the certificate in you. When you were in Belgium, you were selling cars. Some women, they will be like, me, I can't do this. So you said you share room with 7 boys. Some women, they will be like, no, I can't do this. So you see, it was your own certificate, how you know how to live life. You understand? That's why you didn't end up in other bad situations, because some people end up in bad situations that they themselves, they have given the 30-40% of probability, but your own, you focused on mi ṣáà ní jìyà yìí lásán sẹ, I must make it ní sẹ, I'm here already. You understand? So you said to our young ones and to all that we are listening to, never give up in all our endeavors. And to people that don't even know what they want to become in life, this is another sojourn for you. Sabi something. Know how to collaborate with people. Know how to pedal life to the next level. Don't just be stagnant. Don't think you have arrived, or don't think your situation right now is the end. So thank you very much, ma. Thank you, our global president, for this great
Thank you.
opportunity that you have given unto all of us. Thank you, everyone that is listening. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Mr. Adebayo, sir, can you unmute, sir, and have your voice, sir? Thank you, sir. Mr. Adebayo Lawa, sir. Lawa, please unmute and have your voice, sir. Okay, Mr. Williams, are you there? You can add your voice, Mr. Williams, in 2 minutes as we are.
Hello, excellent morning to everyone on this call. I want to thank our facilitator for this mind surgery this morning, the person of Mrs. Grace. In fact,
Hello.
the grace of God is really seen in you.
Thank you, sir.
Against all odds, you were able to prove to yourself, to your family, and to the global customers that you you never give in to failure, you never give in to doubt, you never give in to I cannot do it.
Yes.
I just want to thank you for all you do and all you are still doing.
Thank you.
And
Thank
I pray that the Lord continue to see you through.
you. Amen.
Because in this, you made us to understand that there is no limit to what you achieve, to what you want to achieve.
Yes.
Coupled with the fact that you are a female. In fact, sometimes I wonder how you were able to pull through. But I know that the determination was with you and God was also with you.
Thank you.
So I want to say congratulations to you
Thank you, sir.
and congratulations to us for having you among us.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma. Thank you, everyone.
Okay.
All right, thank you, sir. Madam Titi Layo, please unmute and have your voice in 2 minutes as we are going to round up. Thank you. Madam T, are you there? Okay, as Madam T is preparing, let's have the 001 Real Estate Ma. Ambassador Eko. Ma, if you are there, can you unmute and have your voice? Thank you.
Hello.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning,
Good
Ambassador
morning.
Sir. Good
morning,
Excellent.
Madam Grace Ibrahima. Good morning, Madam.
Thank you.
Good morning, all Rotarians. First of all, let me thank God for your life, Madam. I thought, Odusagma, I thought we were not going to call female to talk, because we all men. So thank God. Yeah, honestly speaking, I'm encouraged this morning. I didn't join in time. I saw it on Facebook. I just saw on Facebook that the session was on. So I quickly joined from my other end there. And I was glued to you. I want to tell you that I'm encouraged this morning by your words,
Thank
by your
you.
presentation.
Thank
You
you.
have just spoken to my heart. Sincerely speaking, very recently some things actually was like weighing me down, and you know madam, this life, I thank God that your own story ended in praise and in testimonies.
Thank God.
And that is why we can hear from you. And that is one thing Ambassador Adekunle Badmus has done for us in these global clusters. Opportunity to hear from people how they navigated through life struggles.
Mm,
But you know that there are some that will never come out of it.
yeah.
And
Mm.
yeah,
Mm,
that's the reality. That's the reality. Some never came out. Some
yeah.
never is. I have many, even in Europe, there, in wherever, including my own senior sister who
Obvious.
went through what we went through seriously,
Yeah.
but has not been able to stand out. We
Yeah.
just praying for her. In
Yeah.
Germany, she's in Germany now. So
Mm,
some, even in Nigeria, yeah, many women that we struggle together. Many people, they couldn't make it out.
mm,
See, the kind of life we are exposed to in Nigeria, the family backgrounds we have,
mm,
the people associated with us, the environment we all grew up from. Many of us grew up from homes back then where you just have to struggle to survive, just like you have
mhm,
done. I went
mhm.
through a lot, just like you did, and I hope one day I'll be able to tell my story.
Thank
It
you.
wasn't that easy to come through, but when you are able to stand, just like you said, that we should hold on to God, then believe in ourselves, we will get out. Your
Amen.
story, ma, inspired me this morning to carry on. Your story just told me that I should not give up.
Don't give
Many
me.
circumstances of life we want to put us down, we doesn't want us to move.
Mm,
Circumstances, even when you were born, as you were growing in school, when you get married, after the marriage, things in business and everything, sometimes you look around and it looks like you want to give up. That's the
yeah.
truth.
Yeah.
I was telling somebody one day, I say, some people will they will just decide to end their lives. Sometimes it's not as if maybe they actually wanted, but they've thought and thought and thought, and there was they've gotten to the end of the whole situation. And that at that particular time, we need people of like mind, like clusterians, those of us here, working with Ambassador Adekunle to talk to such person that taking the lives is not the end, it's not the solution. And
Mm.
coming through that our mentors here, like Mommy Michelle, when we did the first year anniversary, something struck my mind. And I said, if this woman, this mommy Michelle I told those people, I said, if she could be like this, at this, if she could still believe that success is sure, if she could stand tight with her boss, if she could still encourage us with her words, we were really encouraged. Then if she can make it, I can make it. And I was really encouraged. Thank you very much, madam, for this submission this morning. You have touched my lives. I'm not just going to listen here. I'm still going to rewatch, and I'm going to send to my friends. I have about 2 or 3 friends that are like they want to give up. So I will forward it to them. Let them listen. If this person can make it, we too can make it. And we hope you will still come back someday to tell us more. Thank you. God bless you. And I wish you all the best. And by
Thank,
God's grace, success will continually be yours. Thank you so much. Thank
thank
you,
you, ma.
Ambassador. God bless you.
Thank you, ma.
Thank you.
And tell your sister not to give up. Tell her not to give up. I almost gave up twice. I almost committed suicide twice. Trust
Mm.
me, I know. I can't go through all the, I can't tell. 1 hour is not enough to tell all that. I
All the
tried suicide
stories. Mm,
twice.
mm,
Tell
mm.
her
Hmm.
not to give up. She
I will,
will
ma.
excel. I promise. By the grace of God. Trust me.
I will.
Amazing,
She will
amazing.
definitely, I will definitely forward this to her.
As
Wait,
as we're
wait.
talking,
Thank you so much, ma.
as we're Amen. As we're giving our submission, the grand entrance of the 001 Mind Surgery Revolution, in the person of Ambassador Dr. Michelle Uko, Sigori, the grand matron of the global clusters. So it's at the end. This is our mind surgeon today, Madam Grace Ibrahimov, all the way from the United Kingdom. I thought he was really thrilling, in the 90s when he went to Europe. He was brought back, and the family struggled to take her back, and it was a lot of pain. I think we need to reward, but we want you to just
Wow.
add your voice. I think everybody has given their submission, just to hear from you as the whole one. Over to you, ma'am.
Okay, great. It's so wonderful to have another person of wisdom to come on board to share, particularly with the younger generation, regarding the trials and tribulations in life and what happens when you make a decision to become your own surgeon. The mind surgery is dedicated, and I can tell you've done a wonderful job. I apologize to everyone everywhere entering late, but I could tell that somehow your words have saved a life today.
Thank
Um,
you.
it is so important that we continue as clusterians to embrace one another, to empower each other through the word, through thought, through prayers. Um, I am so, I guess I feel humbled and blessed to be a part of this nation building platform called the Global Cluster. Uh, I thank you, Ma. I thank you so much for being authentic,
Thank you.
for talking to us about your private life. This is live stream. It's going to go on a lot of social media platforms. It still blows my mind because I grew up with the black and white TV. So the fact that we are where we are as human beings and we're able to do this, and we're using this platform in the most positive sense of empowering others, and I thank you, Mom.
Thank
So
you.
I'm going to give it back to the ambassador, Dr. Botmas, uh,
Thank
and
you.
again, I hope everyone have a wonderful week. This is the start of a new week. We're still in the month of July. There's still great possibilities on the daily, weekly, of course, yearly to turn your complete life around 360 degrees just by becoming your own specialist, your own brain specialist. Thank you, Mom.
Thank
I
Mm,
you.
salute you.
amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Amazing. Amazing. That is the word from the 001 Mind Surgery Revolution of the Global Cluster. I hear from my PA all the way from Georgia, Atlanta. Um, let's hear from you, Madam T.
Good morning, everybody. Unfortunately, I came in at
Excellent
the tail
morning
end
to
of
you.
this, so I did not hear the story, but I will go back and watch. Um, I did want to be a part of this because I was actually there when this was set up. But unfortunately, because of the time
Mm,
difference, I think I got that mixed up in my head. I just came on now and caught everyone saying it was amazing, beautiful story. So I will have to go back and rewatch it so I can also hear the full story and finally get to know what makes Miss Grace. But thank you so much for answering to the call when the ambassador invited you to show up here today. I
Thank you.
also want to say thank you for your courage because it takes a lot. I don't think people realize sometimes that telling our stories, as much as it is maybe empowering to other people, this is our personal lives. We're
Yes.
putting ourselves out there. We're giving people a glimpse into our lives. And I always say to people, I'm a very private person. I'm very, very, very protective of my privacy. So I
Yes,
salute you for your courage, and I thank you for trusting us enough to share your story with us. And I hope that with the little time that you have spent with the cluster and the clustarians, that we're able to change your mind and that you will be traveling with me to Lagos before the end of this year. If I have to drag you, you know me, I'm the dragon. If I have to drag
that
I
you,
know.
um, again, for the most part, honestly, I just want to thank everybody on this platform, and most especially His Excellency for adopting me and letting me worm my way into his PA position. I appreciate you, and I want to thank every single person that has made today's surgery possible. You all are like amazing. I like the work you're doing. I respect each and every one of you. Mommy Michelle, I hope to meet you in person pretty soon. I've been on the road.
definitely.
I'm going to be on the road for a couple more days, but I will connect with the ambassador, and I hope to meet people in person as we go along. And a
Absolutely.
massive, massive thank you for allowing me to be a part of this revolution. Thank you so much, everybody.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. That is the voice of Madam T. Um, my PF, all the way from Atlanta, Georgia, and I know the time different, and it's up by this time. It's connotes commitment and all of that
Yes.
because of the time different. I've seen my sister waking up around 3 2 to do my surgery for us one other time and all of that. I know we're not taking it lightly for your commitment. It's a commitment to build a better Nigeria. It's a commitment to make Africa great again, just like the retired Colonel Michael Benga Oshin used to say that the MAGA we have adopted is making Africa and Nigeria great again. So, having said that, I believe everyone on the call today have given their submission. If you're still here and you have not given your submission, kindly unmute yourself and give your submission to today's Mind Surgery Revolution. If you're here, you've not given a submission in a manner, everybody has to say something. You understand? So you have to say something. If you have not said something, can we have you unmute yourself and talk to us about today's Mind Surgery? So if everyone has spoken, is there anyone? Is there anyone like that? Okay, everybody has spoken. So if you're listening online and you want to give your submission, you can just type at the comment section and we will definitely read and we'll be educated from what you'll be telling us. Um, I want to say this story before we close. The my surgeon of the day mentioned something, and the 002 certificate revolution equally, added his voice to what he mentioned. The place of Atelewa in Kinton that what you know how to do with your hand will not deceive you. There is something trending online, and it's not something that being an educationist is an insult on us. I can tell you like that because you can imagine what people go through to have a master degree. You can imagine what they went through to go through education, to have the primary, the secondary, the first degree, and another degree, a master degree. And at the end of the day, you see that someone with a skill just to make people laugh, someone with a skill, Pella, rubbished all of them and tell them that they are not qualified to even handle a camera. It's it should be mind surgery for everyone, and we are advocating. This second year, we want people to sabi something. We want people to learn how to do something. It's very, very important. And we see that why I'm taking time to mention this thing is because looking at Nigerian situation, it might be very difficult for parents to eat the fruit of their labor if their kids are not good in one skill or the other. Because come to think about it, it's not everybody that will see a multinational job. Oh. It's not everybody. Now, considering the minimum wage of 70,000 naira, hey, how will that child take care of himself or herself? Talk less of now extending to their parent with that kind of minimum wage, where a room in the lowest of the lowest place is going for like 500,000 or 1 million, as the case may be. And it's going to feed, it's going to enter transportation, it's going to do this. Even if a child is earning 100,000, even if it's earning 150,000, come to think about it. But if a child knows plumbing and he knows it very well, he can have a contract to do the plumbing of a bank, to do the plumbing of a tower, and that can make that child, take care of his parents, take care of himself, and take care of his parents and his community very well. If a child knows how to wire a whole building, electrician, that child can do a lot of big contract and become very good. If you even know just tiling, interlocking, I'm
Yes.
just telling you, learn things that you can use your hand to do. If you know how to do edit video, if you know how to use AI, artificial intelligence, and that is why certificate is our focus. We want every youth on every community to sabi something. This is the global clusters, the first nation building social media platform on earth. Proudly Nigeria, proudly Africa. And it's a place to mine and produce accurate and quality professionals, accurate and quality technocrats, and accurate and quality entrepreneurs. And I want to urge everyone listening to me, if God has helped you, empower someone into the global clusters. Let them learn something. Let them learn data analysis. Let them learn cybersecurity. Let them learn. There is a lot of openings in all of this field right now. Certified nursing assistant. Let them learn social health worker. Let them learn digital marketing. Let them learn social media, you know, expert. Let them become something. Let them learn graphics. Even graphics design now is not small. Just to let you know. Let them learn video editing. You can. Most of the people that handle our multimedia, they don't even resume in the office and they have multiple jobs. And that is how you cannot survive with one stream of income in this new normal. It's not possible unless the person want to steal. You understand? We are in an this is our nation, and now we are encouraging everyone to sabi something, and we're equally encouraging the young people to go into farming. We need to feed ourselves. We need to go into farming. These are the two main things that the global cluster is focusing on. I want to make sure that we establish a farm in all the 774 local government. And we need everyone to join this movement. Please, you must own a farm. Everybody here must own a farm. You must own a farmland. And we must put those that are looking for job to work on it so that we can share the proceed at the end of the day. Somebody can have money to be able to buy the farm. Some people can work on it, plant something that is both needed for local consumption and international consumption. Please, this is our call. Every day, let's make sure we bring in somebody into this community. They can even start by listening, by connecting to any of our channels and listening to what we have said. Let us sabi something. If somebody struggled to have masters through some type of rejection from somebody that cannot even speak, that is not even educated at all. You understand? Is to show you that certificate revolution is very much so. I was happy. We are a consortium of professionals or
I think it's network.
Yeah, that's network glitches. Yeah,
Everybody have
yeah.
a great week.
Nigerian network.
Yes, we are a consortium of professionals or upcoming professionals, technocrats or upcoming technocrats, entrepreneurs or upcoming entrepreneurs, where we share accurate knowledge of our industry. Why? Because it gives us the right power. Accurate information, because that is the bridge between where you are and where you ought to be. Accurate connection, because to whom you are connected to determines what you collect. We are not just a social media platform, just like Facebook, where you have the good, the bad, the ugly, with instant monetization, with the marketplace. We are the first nation building social media platform on earth. To join us, you can download the app on Play Store or you on your Apple phone, you can go to your Safari and type www.theglobalclusters.org. It's spelled TheGlobalClusters, and you can get started. A combo package of 61,000 naira will get you started. You get London Tick certificate, and you get a mentor in the house. Every professionals in the house, we have over 500 CEOs on board already, and they are ready to mentor you. Mentorship is the shortcut to success. The latest shortcut is mentorship. And don't miss it. I'm going to be talking, elaborating more on mentorship this evening on our survival strategies in the new normal. 5 p.m. today, we're gonna be on the call, and we want to have our sister again to tell us how all of the things that he has used to survive, when he was struggling. So, and we want many other speakers to come and add their voice to what people can do. Let people learn from you. Share it. It's not a problem. We don't tell you for life around corner. So let us all come together and share survival techniques in the new normal. 5 p.m. today. We'll see you again. Thank you very much. God bless you. Share this video. We want to appreciate you. We want to appreciate you. We want to appreciate you. We celebrate today, my own sister. We celebrate you, ma. We appreciate you. Your story has touched our life, and we
Thank you very
believe
much,
it's
sir.
going to touch the
Thank you.
generation yet unborn. You understand? So you're a brave woman, and
Thank you, sir.
you will only be recording more success for life. So have a wonderful time. I want to
Amen.
say bye bye for now.
Masajini,
Yes. Thank you very much.
yes, we've already connected now. I am travel with grace.
Oh,
Colonel
okay, ma.
Oshis.